Well, it appears I lost the battle over the rights to the barn here. My whole family wants to turn it into a clubhouse for the girls and their friends. I want to keep my boat in here. It seems like they've won. So I had to take this boat out to the storage unit today, and that's where it's going to stay until they get tired of having a clubhouse, I guess.
Well, working 3 jobs, living out of a car. Mama never told me life would get this hard. Running around the world playing my guitar. Baby, you can love me, you can leave me, I'm a honky-tonk star.
I thought it would be a perfect time to talk about the camera that I took on vacation, the Fuji XS10. I didn't take a lot of videos while I was on vacation. I mostly just took a bunch of photographs, but I wanted to kind of show you some of the things that I saw along the way. We stopped at a town called Cimarron, New Mexico, which is a notorious gangster hideout and a place where a lot of famous old-time Westerners stayed and spent a few days on their travels back and forth. So that was a really neat thing to see. Also saw went to Taos, New Mexico, shot some cool pictures there, and then went to Taos Ski Valley, and I took a whole bunch of pictures there. And I just wanted to kind of give you a brief explanation or maybe a brief review of the XS10 and what I thought of it when I was traveling. The first thing we're going to talk about is the size of the camera. When I was on vacation, I pretty much carried my camera around in this backpack. It's just the Mindshift Photocross 13. It's a really small sling bag, but then you can sling it around to the front of you and have easy access to your camera. And one of the things that I enjoy the most about the Fuji XS10 is the size. In my opinion, it's pretty much just the perfect size travel camera and a great camera for just general overall use. It's really unassuming, and that's what I like about it the most is not every photo shoot that you go on and every shot that you take has to be some grand pro photo experience. It can just be fun and easy and get good results while you're doing that. And I think that's what this camera is all about. Having a good time, making it fun and easy to use.
Man, I always had stories about the city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about.
Those film simulations are really neat, but you're still going to have to shoot in RAW, just in case you want to tweak the images just a little bit in post.
Everybody knows my name, my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5, happy with the simple life.
One of the coolest features about this camera is the flash. Not only does it have a flash, but you're able to control the power. Most cameras like this, it's either all or nothing. But this one, you can control the power to get the exact results you want. I think that's really neat.
The money was slow, the people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next?
Main problems with one of the main downfalls of the Fuji XS10 is the FaceEye Detect. Especially if you're coming from a camera like a Sony or a Canon camera, you're going to find that the FaceEye Detect is just not exactly what you're used to. But it can be overcome pretty easy. You have to get really good at using that joystick on the back of the camera. But luckily, the joystick is right in a really good position. It's easy to use, so you can quickly acquire focus to whatever spot you want in the frame. But I found that using that was a lot better and easier than waiting on the FaceEye Detect to kick in. The man barn seems so empty now. It kind of makes me sad a little bit. But anyway, continuing on with the XSS, two of the other things that I don't really like about this camera are some of the design choices they made in the actual body. First is the 2 little buttons right here. The menu and the back button. They are so small and they're a little bit concave or sunken into the body a little bit that it's almost impossible to find, especially if they're handling the camera like this. Like it's almost impossible to go around the back and feel exactly where the buttons are. So they're really hard to find from in front of the camera or when it's dark or anything like that. I wish those buttons could be convex a little bit so they'd be easier to find. But maybe the reason they did that so you wouldn't accidentally push them when you didn't mean to. Also, the exposure compensation dial, I wish it had a lock on it, because one of the things I noticed when I was taking some of the pictures around Taos Ski Valley, a lot of my pictures were just a little bit overexposed, and then when I went back to look at my settings, sure enough, I'd bumped up the exposure compensation just a couple of notches, and I wish I would have noticed that while I was out taking the pictures and everything, but it's really hard to tell just from looking at the back of your screen if you're not really used to that kind of thing. So I wish it had a lock on there so you could set it where you wanted it and then lock it off. Otherwise, it's really sensitive and really easy to bump one way or the other. Okay, we switched over to the Fuji XS10 to finish up this video. And another thing that you have to remember is it doesn't catch audio when you're in high frame rate mode. So if you switch over to high frame rate mode, then turn your camera off, then come back sometime later to set up a shot like this, your audio won't work. So that's happened to me a couple times and freaked me out. I was like, oh, I can't get my microphone to work. Well, my camera's broken. It's because I'm in high frame rate mode and I have to switch it back over to normal mode, and that's just what you have to do. But just something to keep in mind. Overall, I think this is a great camera. I would recommend it to anybody, pretty much anybody. I mean, it's just that good. As you can see, that some of the pictures I took, I think, were excellent. Some of them I had to go back into Lightroom and edit just a little bit to get them exactly where I wanted, but I think that they turned out great. I didn't take much video of this vacation, but the videos that I did take always are looking good. And you turn a profile while you're taking a video, it just always looked really good to me. And I think it's a great camera. If you're interested, don't hesitate to buy this one. It's really that good. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.